Guys, today is Sunday and happy Sunday to you all. In today's video, we are going to talk about Kamaldeen Sulemana's first goal for Atalanta in preseason and also talk about Ghanaian players who play for Chelsea. Recently, Chelsea played a preseason game against Bayer Leverkusen and we saw a lot of Ghanaian players feature in that particular game. And I'm going to tell you about these players and why GFA should be looking in that particular direction. And also talk about Alexander Djiku and his latest transfer update amongst many others. But before we jump into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. My name is Adam. You are watching SportsCornerGH. Quickly, let's jump into it. I want to begin with this. Today, Community Shield, Liverpool versus Crystal Palace. Who do you think is going to win? Let me know your answers down below in the comment. Tip of the day. Tip of the day. This is prediction for the day. I believe Liverpool is going to win. So if you invest into sports betting, just go Liverpool straight win. Don't think about it twice. The reason being that Liverpool really want to win something in memory for Diogo Jota. So they are going to begin on a good start. I believe this game is just going to echo to the rest of the team that Liverpool is coming and they have a very good squad. So I'm going to put my money on Liverpool to win, straight win. Forget everything, straight win Liverpool. But then let me hear from you down below in the comments. Now, let's move away from that and talk about Kamaldeen Sulemana. Kamaldeen Sulemana today featured in a test game for Atalanta against Opatija. That game ended in a 3-3 draw. But then Kamaldeen Sulemana was part of the goal scorers and this was his goal. Let's check it out.
Due calciatori ghanesi, Ibrahima e Kamaldeen Sulemana. Ora Kossonu per Samardzic in area di rigore. Samardzic va sul fondo, la mette dentro morbida e arriva Kamaldeen Sulemana che porta in vantaggio l'Atalanta con il gol del vantaggio. Con questa bella iniziativa sulla destra, il cross da parte di Samardzic che Kamaldeen Sulemana ha dovuto solo appoggiare in rete. È arrivato in...
So guys, you have seen the goal. Let me know your thoughts about it down below in the comments. My question is Kamaldeen Sulemana improving or not? So far joining Atalanta, we have seen him play in different preseason games for the club. Is he improving or not? My answer is going to be yes, because the last time he provided an assist, this time he's scoring. I think there is an improvement to his game. Let's not forget, yesterday Atalanta played a game against FC Cologne. They lost that game by 4-0. Today, they played a test game and that game ended in a 3-3 draw. Their next game is against Juventus in preseason before the season starts. I just hope that Kamaldeen Sulemana has a very great season, injury-free season, because so far I like what he's doing. I'm seeing improvement. I'm seeing improvement in his game. Decision making is very important. I'm seeing those kind of improvements. The goals, the assists, he should just stay fit. As simple as that. But then guys, that was the goal Kamaldeen Sulemana scored for Atalanta today. He was not the only one who scored. Ibrahim Sulemana scored for Atalanta today too. And this was his goal.
Allontanare quindi Anor su Zivanovic. Kamaldeen Sulemana, il cross in area di rigore. Diventa però un passaggio al portiere Volokor che blocca il pallone. Va subito a rimettere in gioco. Pallone però recuperato immediatamente da Ibra Sulemana per Samardzic. Samardzic... Il tocco con l'esterno per Scamacca, l'indietro per Ibra Sulemana, la conclusione dalla distanza di Ibra Sulemana. È un tiro che conosciamo molto bene e che fa male anche adesso in questa amichevole contro l'Opatia e riporta in vantaggio l'Atalanta. Il gol del 2-1 con questa bella conclusione.
So guys, you have seen the goals that was scored by Ibrahim Sulemana and also Kamaldeen Sulemana. Let me know your thoughts about all this down below in the comments. I'm happy for these boys. They are doing really great job at Atalanta. Now, let's move away from that and talk about Alexander Djiku. Now, Alexander Djiku, I told you, it's not in the plans of Jose Mourinho. But then Fenerbahce I've told all the clubs that are interested in Alexander Djiku that currently they want to finish playing their qualifier games. If they qualify, fine. They do now decide on whether to sell Alexander Djiku or not. But then what we are getting is that a club have submitted their bid for Alexander Djiku. Now, this is coming from Rahman Osman, and he states that Spartak Moscow have submitted a €5 million bid for the Ghanaian defender Alexander Djiku, who is not in Jose Mourinho's plan at Fenerbahce, and move looks likely before the transfer window closes, with French clubs like Lille, OGC needs to lose all showing interest. Let's not forget AS Roma is also part of the teams interested in Alexander Djiku. But so far, 5 million euros bid have been sent to Fenerbahce from Spartak Moscow for Alexander Djiku. Do you think it's a good move or a bad move? I don't know why the player wants to leave. I don't know why or what happened, and now he's not in Jose Mourinho's plan. But I feel like it is the player who is pushing for this particular move, because you also what he did with Strasbourg and left as a free agent in 2023 before joining Fenerbahce. When he joined, he performed very well. It's not like he's not performing. He's actually one of their key players last season. So for him not to be in Jose Mourinho's plan, I think it's from the player side. Maybe the player wants to move. That is why he's not in Jose Mourinho's plan. But then, guys, this is the latest update concerning Alexander Djiku. As I asked, is it a good move or a bad move? Let me know your answers down below in the comments. Now, let's talk about Daniel Afriyie. I said, anytime Daniel Afriyie performed extremely well, I'll come here and talk about him. This player left Accra Hearts of Oak, went to FC Zurich. It did not go well at all, to the extent that he was demoted to the reserve side. Now, mutually, he terminated his contract with FC Zurich and signed for Aru. Now, with Aru so far in the Swiss Challenge League, they have played 3 games and Daniel Afriyie has scored 3 goals and provided 1 assist. I think he's off to a great start. Goals after goals after goals. And this is what I'm talking about. If you take a look at the highest top goal scorers in this particular league, Daniel Afriyie is there. And this is what I'm talking about. Sometimes you just need to leave that environments where you are not being wanted, where you are not being needed, and go somewhere else and show your worth. And that is what Daniel Afriyie is doing. I'm just happy for this player. I just hope that he continues like this, does not drop the form, because consistency is key. Keep on scoring goals, keep on providing assists, being impactful in games for your club. And currently, FC Aru currently sit on top of the Swiss Challenge League. And I'm just happy for Daniel Afriyie because he's showing some serious impact for the club. And this is what we want from the player. But then, guys, he scored a goal for his club. I'm happy about it, and I see a lot of people happy about it. But then, is this enough to earn him a call out to the Black Stars? Because let's not forget, we still have World Cup qualifiers to play. Otuado would be naming his players very soon. Is this performance enough for him to earn a call up to the Black Stars? It's a very big question, but then let me know your thoughts about it down below in the comments. Now, let's move away from that and talk about these Ghanaian players at Chelsea who have impressed me so far, and I want to talk about them. Quite recently, Chelsea played a preseason game against Bayer Leverkusen. Chelsea fans all over were excited with the win, 2-0. Goals from Estavio and also João Pedro. These 2 Brazilians, they were top-notch. They played extremely well for Chelsea. But then what Ghanaians were talking about were the 4 Ghanaian players that featured in the game. Tyrique George, Josh Kofi Acheampong, Sakyi, and also Genesis Antwi. These 4 players came on into the game for Chelsea, and every single Ghanaian were talking about, who are these players? Why is the GFA not going there? Now, let me tell you a bit about these players. Tyrique George is 19 years of age. Last season, we saw him play with Chelsea, the senior team, especially in the Conference League, the FIFA Club World Cup. He was still with the team, solid player. Josh Kofi Acheampong, the same. He played 14 times with Chelsea, the senior team, even with the under-18s, 5 goals, 5 assists. Let's not forget, he's left-footed. He plays as a centre-back and play as a left centre-back too. Left centre-back, left-back. He can play all those positions. Very, very good player by our standard. Sakyi, he, with the under-18s, scored 2 goals and provided 5 assists. He's 20 years of age. And Genesis Antwi, the guy that stole the show for everyone because he provided an assist in the game Chelsea played. And in that, with the player, I mean, he's an amazing player. 3 goals with Chelsea under 18 team, and then 9 assists with Chelsea under 18 team. Now, these 4 players, I believe, need to be on the radar of the Ghana Football Association. Because you see, with Tyrique George, he can represent Ghana, England, and Nigeria. With Josh Kofi Acheampong, Ghana, and also England. Sakyi, same, Ghana, England. Genesis Antwi, Sweden, and Ghana. It would be so good to sway these players to our side as early as possible. We should not wait. These players have shown that they are the next big thing. We should not wait. I'm going to repeat it too. We should not wait for when they have blown out of proportion. Then now we struggle to try. No. We should try and talk to these players, because these 4 players, they are the next big thing. I think Chelsea are really preparing the next big thing for the future. And these 4 Ghanaian players, or these 4 players with Ghanaian origin, are going to be part of it. Tyrique George, Josh Kofi Acheampong, Sakyi, and also Genesis MP. Let me know your thoughts about it down below in the comments. And lastly, I want to talk about Augustine boakye. Augustine boakye, who plays for Saint-Etienne. Last season, he had a lot of injury issues. The former Wafa player, last season had a lot of injury issues, so he did not play a lot of games. He was able to play 17 games and scored 3 goals for Saint-Etienne. But this season, in the first game in the French League 2, Saint-Etienne versus Stade Laval, that ended in a 3-3 draw. You know, Augustine boakye did something that was amazed with. He scored a goal and provided an assist. That was amazing. Like, for a player to do that, that is amazing. Amazing. This is how you start the season. It gives you that confidence. You have pride going into that game. And so far, they're off to a good start. I think the player is going to blossom this season with Saint-Etienne. He played 71 minutes in that game. Augustine boakye, a very solid player, and I believe in the future we might see him with the Black Stars, because he's one player that is very good, an attacking midfielder who knows how to score, who knows how to give assists. He's very, very creative also. But then in that game, I was expecting to see more action from Ebenezer, and since he signed for Saint-Etienne quite recently, he made his debut in that game. He was not bad at all. He was rated 6.6 by SofaScore, but then he played 85 minutes in that game. Ebenezer Anan, the left back, the Ghanaian left back, he also featured in that game. But then, guys, these are all the happenings in the world of football that has to do with our Ghanaian brothers, our Ghanaian players. Let me know your thoughts about it down below in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. I'll make sure to see you in the next one. Charlie, we go vibe.